Head for the quarry! We get it, little rock! This one's on me.
He's always ready for a fight.
Axe or fists, it changes nothing. This one's on me.
Vile sorcerers, to thy just reward my blade compels thee.
sing?
A wolf in man's clothing. How about another round?
Enchanted, I'm sure.
Let me feel your love again. 'Cause I've been running around.
What's going on, Papa Fam? Welcome to the stream.
Just the two of
Uber. Highly demanded Uber. We're finally taking the dive. We're doing React Native with Uber. Let me know in the comments if you're excited right now. We're about to blow this place up. We almost have 500 likes and I haven't even started yet. That is crazy. Papa Fam, I have so much coming for you guys. I'm so excited. We're going to crush it. I hope you guys are ready for this. Let's go ahead and see what we're building here, guys. Uber 2.0 with React Native. iOS, Android development, Tailwind, Redux, all that amazing stuff. Right now, get hyped. Tell me what you're watching from right now. 450 likes, almost at 500. Let's go, Papa Fam. Check this out. Uber. Watch this, guys. We have Google Places autocomplete. Go ahead and hit some London. Let's go ahead and get a ride. Nice. Let's go ahead and go to, where should we go, guys? Where should we go? Let me know where we should go right now. It's a fully interactive map, by the way. Let's go to Essex. Essex. Boom. Complete navigation from A to B. Clickable points. Map resizes, does everything it needs to do by itself. We've got Google Distance Matrix API calculating the distance for us. Absolutely crazy stuff, guys. Crazy stuff. Look at this. Calculates a price for us for each different one. You can even click on each one. Crazy. It tells us the actual travel time. 55 minutes to get from A to B. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that is sick. I see everyone dropping in where they're watching from right now. We got Manchester. We got.
When you play
Let's have a
with
look.
Lena,
Basingstoke, Milton Keynes. Oh, Milton Keynes in the house. What's up, guys? Romania in the house. Nice. Luke says that's clean as hell. Guys, check it out. And not only did I do that, look at this. It completely, you can actually swipe back. All right. And then if we click this button over here, boom, back to the top, start the whole process again. Let's go ahead and let's check it out, guys. Let's do London. I will do from London Eye. Let's go from London Eye. There you go, London Eye. Let's go to, I didn't know you could do this, but let's go ahead and let's do it to Germany. All right, let's actually grab all the way to Germany. Boom! It's going to cost a lot, but you can go to Germany. That is sick. Smash the thumbs up button if you're excited for that. Because I'm so pumped. I set a huge task this time, and I went ahead and built this out. And you guys can see get around the map. Really responsive. Even has things like, if I go ahead and open the keyboard, it pushes the entire screen up. so sick. So sick. Getting hyped for this, guys. We got so much to look forward to. I'm going to break down this build in front of us right now so you guys can see what we're going to be doing in today's video. Okay? So let's break down this build. What's actually happening here, right? Let me go ahead and say, right, Uber clone. You might not be able to see that, but anyway, it's cool. Uber clone, right? So in this build, we're using React Native. React Native, nice. And bear in mind, I get loads of questions. If you know React, you're going to be good for this one. Don't worry, take the plunge, okay? So we're going to be doing, you know, tons of React, cool React stuff today. But I'm also going to introduce you to React Native so you can build your own iOS and Android apps. So much fun. It's going to be hyped, right? We're going to use tons of Google APIs today. So I'm not only going to be using one API, I'm going to be using the directions API, the places API, even the distance matrix API, which I I just want to let you guys know, right? We have a huge, I'm not just stopping here with Uber, right? We have an absolutely massive challenge coming up. I'm not even finished. Look, Airbnb next week, starting Tuesday. Go ahead, sign up. First link in the description right now. A 5-day challenge starting next Tuesday. So I didn't just stop with Uber. I'm going to go ahead and literally crush it with Airbnb as well. And this is a build that I've never done before. We've got Next.js, Tailwind, Versal. I'm actually teaching you how to use Mapbox with normal React. Crazy stuff. Go ahead and sign up before all the spots get taken. And guys, I've actually gone ahead and created an actual book. Yes, an actual book for you all to go ahead and get. So sign up for that challenge. You'll get a free book worth 50 quid. It's going to be sick. There's tons of prizes available. First link in the description, guys. You know what to do. And again, as always, if this is too hard for you, second link in the description is to go ahead and get free access to my Skills 101 thesis. So, loads of people enjoying the free manual videos. And as always, without this, it wouldn't be possible. Let's carry on breaking this down. Uber clone, React Native. We're also going to be using Tailwind CSS. Now, a lot of you are wondering, how the hell is he using Tailwind CSS in React Native? So I'm going to show you how to do that today. And most jobs nowadays require something called Redux. So we're going to be using Redux as part of this React Native app. We're also going to be using a really cool sort of kind of like how we implemented, you know, Material UI back in the day. We're actually going to be using React Native elements. All right, so hopefully you guys enjoy that part of it. So we've got React Native elements actually kicking off as well today. We just hit over 500 concurrent viewers. That's sick. That is actually sick. All right, wow. This is crazy, guys. React Native elements as well. We're going to have tons more included in this build. So there's actually React navigation. So that's pretty much React navigation and how we go, you know, back and forward between all these different screens. Right? There's so much to look forward to, right? All the hooks, all the practice, we actually got React Native maps as well. So this is iOS and Android maps. I'm going to learn how to incorporate this right here today. So there's tons of stuff. I've never done this before in a build. I wanted to push the boundaries. I wanted to keep getting more and more higher in what we do, but keep it available so that you beginners out there can still keep along. Ready? Let's jump into the build. If you're hyped, guys, let me know. I can see the comments going crazy right now. And everyone's asking, oh, what are we going to do it with? What are we going to do with Expo? What are we going to do with React Native? We're using Expo today. The reason why I'm using Expo is because, one, you should be using it.
The veiled sisters
and also, two,
sent me.
if you have an iPhone or if you have an Android, you can literally use this as your test device. Go ahead and develop it. Remember, today we're building an app which is going to work on your phone. Hell of a lot of power right there, right? So we've got loads of people getting ready for this. Let's awesome stuff. I'm going to shout a few of you out. We've got Guerrero, Gerard, I'm happy to see you back. Aldo's back, what's up, man? We've got Luke in the house, we've got Shop Light, what's up, man? We've got Samira, Koji, Ibrahim, Mohit, Rana, Johnson. That's it, guys. I love you guys. I appreciate all of you. 600 likes. Sickest way to ever start a live stream. I'm going to go ahead and jump into this right now. Okay? Let's go ahead and kill it, guys. So excited for today's build. Right. Let's go ahead and get ready for this. Right. So first thing you want to do is sign up to that challenge. Right. First thing in the description, sign up to that challenge and comment right now if you are signed up. Just say to me, I'm signed up. And I just saw Christian Vargas actually took the Skillshare offer right now. So again, like I mentioned before, second link in the description to grab that.
Time to save the world.
Sick.
Again.
All right, I've got so much stuff coming for you guys. I've got free books, ebooks, all sorts of crazy stuff. 600 likes, boom. Right, whoa, we got guys, you know what, I just have to tell you this before we start. I used to have a 12-hour Netflix, completely free for you guys to go ahead and crush it, become a developer and kill it in your life. Okay, so next Tuesday is a place to be. Let's go ahead and jump into today's build. Let's do this, proper fam. First thing we want to do is set up the development environment. Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to use right? So React Native is essentially it's a very handy kind of library, let's call it, and it's essentially going to use React, so the React that we all know and love. So again, if you don't know React, HTML, CSS, JavaScript should be your fundamentals, and then you just go ahead and like circle it around or layer it up with React to build really cool web apps. Once you know kind of a basis of React, you can move over to React Native fairly easy, like you're going to see today, okay? So it's going to be a hell of a lot of a nice transition for a lot of you, because I know a lot of you haven't actually done this before. So I'm hoping to go ahead and help you guys out. We're going to set up the development. Now, the first thing you want to do is go ahead and do npm install -e export CLI in your terminal. Now, you're most likely going to have to do sudo npm install -g. I've already done this step, so I'm going to skip this. What this does, guys, is it goes ahead and actually set this up so it installs the export CLI to your machine. That means you can start using the export commands in your terminal, right? And we're going to need that because here we start using it. Okay. Now, just a hint, when you do this, do sudo, but also after it's installed, close and reopen your terminal, because sometimes it just takes a little bit of a kickstart to go ahead and get started, okay? Oh, nice, guys. We just got a nice donation. I can't actually see when, oh, we've got Vishal. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate you. Nice, this is sick. Right, let's go ahead and let's keep moving. This is awesome, guys. And I've actually got I'm slowly upgrading the stuff. So the first thing we'll do is export an awesome project. So I'm going to open up the terminal. That's going to You don't have to, I like to. I think you should always have it available at hand. Always helps out, right? So with that said, my life is going to completely change. Right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and type in expo init, right? And we're going to give a name for the app. So you can see it says expo init awesome project here. So I'm going to say expo init, and we're going to say uber clone, and I'm going to say YT for YouTube. I'm going to hit enter. Right. Now what this will do is it will go ahead and initialize an expo app into our onto our computer. So I actually need to upgrade my expo CLI. So it's okay. You know, you can run that command. It's easy to do. But you're going to get this option: manage workflow or bare workflow. Now I am going to be introducing TypeScript on the channel. Not today, but I will be introducing TypeScript on the channel. But here what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and right, so blank is where we want to start. That's going to be Android, or if you had, if you wanted to develop for iOS, you could actually do it easily unless you had a Mac. But you couldn't do it. Now, provided you have an iPhone, you can just scan a QR code, loads up on your phone, and again,
everything lies with the cutting of the flame.
Makes it so much easier. So I see a lot of you saying, React Native CLI. I've worked with React Native for a couple of years. Trust me, use Expo until you need to do React Native CLI stuff. Trust me, it works, and it works for a reason. Okay, nearly 700 likes. Wow, that's insane, guys. That is crazy. Thank you so much. Right, so we're installing the JavaScript dependencies right here. the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run a quick Google search because I'm going to show you guys how, you know, if you were doing this from the basics in the get-go, imagine when you introduce, let's just say, the Redux toolkit into your application, right? So we're actually going to be using the Redux toolkit today. You can go ahead and get started, and this is where we're going to type in the question, so we can see that we don't talk about it. And then it would show us, you know, how to go ahead and record it. Now I'm going to, if you want to read into it a bit more, you can look here. Oh, another donation. Gosh, wow.
Who's that? Jonathan, this one's on me.
Yeah,
I live to drink another day.
so I'm going to show you guys how to do all of that in extremely simple ways, right? So hopefully this doesn't take too long, but we're going to go ahead and in the meantime, there we go. CD Uber clone. Your project is ready. Hurry. So now we're going to go ahead and go into our project. So Uber clone YouTube. There we go. And in here, what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to go ahead and hit. So once we're in our project, I'm going to do code dot. This will open up our code editor with that project. Now, what I'm also going to do stopping my old server. I'm gonna close this, get my environment set up. And yes, says, hey bro, you're the best from Kosovo. Nice, dude, that's awesome. 10 years old. We got a viewer 10 years old. Oh my god. 700 likes. Boom! Let's go, guys.
Your minions live guardian of the flame.
That is sick. That is huge. That is the biggest I've ever had. Thank you, guys. So we're gonna go to app.js. This is the starting point for a React Native app. Okay. You know, we're used to app.js. This is like a starting point for many apps. And you can see a few differences here. First thing, we've got view instead of divs. That's the first thing that you should get recognized with, right? You have a view instead of divs in React Native. And this is because, think about it, when we're sort of, you know, coding up for React and all that stuff, it's a div, which is a HTML element on a page. Now, which means we have to take a scientific approach. Oh, another one. Thank you so much, Efosa. Appreciate it, dude. You guys are everybody. Oh, I will do that actually. Right. But when you have a view component, it will go ahead and compile down an iOS app and also an Android app version. Okay, so as in not an iOS component and an Android component that will resemble and act like a div. Let's think of it like that. Okay, so that's how you can, in simple terms, put it. So how do we actually run this thing? Right. Second thing you want to notice before I mention that, it's not class names, it's style. So that's a quick switch. And also here we have styles.container, and this is how we basically go ahead and write our CSS like styles. Okay, so these are JSX sort of style properties. What I'm going to do instead here, and we're going to be using a mixture of Tailwind CSS and normal style sheet style properties. Tailwind, because we love Tailwind, let's be real, it's so sick. Start, and let's watch this kickstart the application. So what this will do is this will actually kickstart and open up localhost 1902. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and actually open this up on our browser right now, and let's go ahead and pop this over here, and it's opening up Chrome for me. God damn it, I don't want Chrome. Right, I'm going to close my Chrome because Chrome is going to kill me today if we keep up with Chrome. So you can see it already. As soon as I open up Chrome, already does damage. There we go. Chrome is out of there, especially right. So localhost, there we go. So now you can see we get this screen, a Metro bundler. Now, what is a Metro bundler, and what the hell does it do? Right, Metro bundler is because remember we have that compile step where like those view components get compiled down into like the iOS component, the Android component. We need something called a bundler. right? The bundler runs by itself. It's very simple to do. We just do expo start and it handles the rest of it. But this is the screen that we now have access to, right? So the first thing you can do is grab your phone and scan that QR code, right? So obviously you can't scan mine because it's local right now, unless you went ahead and changed this to tunnel. But you can actually scan that with the Expo Go app. You can actually go ahead and run your local coding. Now, if I'm using iOS Simulator, again, this is actually preferences. So we're not going to do the web browser. It's going to be either Android or iOS. Like I mentioned before, iOS is going to require Xcode. So you can download Xcode, which we have a Android requires Android Studio. But again, if you find that so slow,
Everything lies within Guardian of the Flame.
You can just use the QR code with a real device. Okay, so whatever works for you, you do that. But I'm going to click run on iOS, and you see it says attempting to open in a simulator. Now you do need to have your simulator open. So in this case, you see I've disconnected. So I'm actually going to go ahead and go to my home screen here. Let's actually go ahead and restart my little phone. So how do I?
Enchanted, I'm sure.
Right. So what I'm actually going to do here is you see it says opening on iPhone 12 Pro Max, right? So what I'm actually going to do here is move my phone over to my coding. Put this over there so get a nice start. And can you see where we also export the terminal? You see this also and we also have options. So the way I would recommend to run it from now on is whenever you console log inside of the React Native app, it comes up in your terminal here as opposed to your browser, right? Whereas, you know, we're used to browser and React and all that stuff, so I'd recommend this. But what we're actually going to be
Your
doing
minions,
is if you type in
Guardian of the Flame.
on iOS, and if you ever need these commands, by the way, you can just hit question mark and it will open up as you need it to.
Greatness
In
in small measures.
so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to force it to kind of restart itself. So if I do R, see it says reloading apps, and I'll kind of force it to kickstart, and it says new update available, building JavaScript bundle. So you can see down here it's actually sort of compiling the app. Now the first time you build it, it will take a little bit of time, but after that it will be a lot quicker, right? So this will take a little bit of a hit on your machine or computer. So the first thing you want to do is after it's done, it's pretty
Thanks be to you.
and it's not so bad. So there you go, right? Application finished building, blah blah blah, and it says open up app.js to start working on your app. Hooray, we made it. Okay, this is our first starting point. So I'm gonna do Command J to hide my terminal, Command B to hide the sidebar, and this is where we start. So I'm gonna go ahead and say let's build Uber, right? Hit save, and you see we have fast refresh. Fast refresh is actually in Next.js, so it's really nice sort of, you know, coding experience as we do it. Whoa, Frank, what's up with the $20 donation? He goes, let's go, Sonny. This will be an awesome React Native build. Thank you so much, Frank, for tuning in. Appreciate you. $20 US. Appreciate you, man. Always coming in clutch. That is hyped me up. We just hit 800 likes as well. I can't believe it. 20 minutes in, we're already at 800 likes, already at 20 on each application. 600 people are watching this right now. Thank you. You are watching. You haven't already. Please smash that thumbs up. And subscribe button to this. You unsubscribe. It helps the channel grow massively, helps you continue to do it full time. So hit the subscribe button. And remember, subscribe to sign up to the channel. I'll keep bringing the value, I promise. Right? So you can see instead of a H1, we now have the text, and status bar is actually referring to this at the top. So right now, we don't actually care about status bar, so I'm gonna get rid of that. The reason why it's centered is we have this container.
Everything lies within Guardian of the Flame.
Now, quick rule of thumb, right? When you are doing work with React Native, typically we are used to having Flexbox default to a row. Very important point here. When you are using React Native, Flexbox defaults to a column. Because think about it, you're on a phone. It doesn't make sense to always have it in a row, so Flexbox defaults to a column. Remember that, and I'll keep on saying it over and over again throughout the build. Flexbox defaults to a column. Everything about our app is using Flexbox and how it styles itself. So it uses a column-based approach, right? Okay, do this, guys. Let's do it. So the first thing I'm going to do is Redux. That's number one. Second step we'll do is we'll go ahead and set up something like, let's just do Redux and we'll just hand it each at its own point, right? So the first thing I want to do with Redux is actually go ahead and, I'm going to show you
Everything lies with the guardian of the
You
flame.
type in something like Redux Toolkit, you want to go ahead and use the Redux Toolkit. Pretty good option for me. I would say it's the most simple way to use Redux in your app. And here you can see this is what you would typically be doing if you're using, create React app. We're not doing that. We're just using an existing app. So we're going to go ahead and do yarn, add Redux.js toolkit. Now, you might see that I'm using yarn. You can check what you're using based on your lock file. If you see package lock, then you're using npm. If you're using yarn, it's yarn lock. It doesn't matter if you want to switch, you can switch, just delete the other lock file first. I don't have to. Great stuff with comments. Thank you so much. And Redux. Go ahead and enter on. Right? And this will go ahead and install Redux toolkit into our application. Right? So let's keep on moving, guys. Wow! Oh my God!
Your minions are
Harry
guardian
Collins
of the
just
flame.
dropped a £75 donation. What the hell, dude? Thank you so much. That's huge. That means we just hit £100 on chat revenue at like 25 minutes. Guys, I'm sorry if I keep interrupting, but that is crazy. £75. Thank you so much, Harry Collins. I appreciate you, dude. And then Jeremias also dropped a lovely 75. I'm not sure what currency, but that's huge as well, man. That's sick. Thank you so much, man. And yes, we will be using both in the future. But yeah, that's crazy. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. I'm going to keep bringing it in, guys. You guys are lovely. Let's go Uber. Right? We just went ahead and installed Redux toolkit. So the next step that we're going to do is actually go ahead and actually set up a provider. Right? So this is our entire app. This is the high level kind of overview, the entry point of our app. What you actually want to do at this point is have something called a provider. Right? So a provider is basically a wrapper which injects our app or sort of levels our app up so that way we have Redux inside of it. So we import it from React Redux like so. And actually, you know what? I might need to actually install this. I don't think I did. So we're actually going to have to do this as well. So when we yarn React Redux as well. Okay? And then we can go ahead and install that as well. So yarn add React Redux. Wait for that to go ahead and do this. Today's all about patience. Okay? It's all about patience. And in fact, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to quickly make a little tweak to my
Thanks be
environment.
to you.
But yeah, all about patience today, guys. Do not worry. So once you've got that, we're going to go ahead and import some I just went ahead and restarted my VS Code. So I'm actually going to export that again. I will open up the second terminal on the side. Okay. Let's keep it going. And once we've got everything running, it will be smooth. Right now, we just get a bit of hiccups while everything
Thanks
gets
be to you.
up and running. Takes a little bit of time in the initial get-go. Otherwise,
Time for
it's all
some
good.
role play.
Oh god, it's gonna try and open Chrome again. Alright, brace yourselves, guys. So Rahul, in the meantime, Rahul says, is this for React Native? Maybe yes. Don't worry, if you're absolutely new to React, this is gonna be awesome for you. just go ahead and, like I said, break it down. I'm going to take my time to tell you guys what it is. Does that make sense for you? So, is I'm going to go ahead and put the Redux. So the next step, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and wrap the app with everything. Like so. Okay. Now with this, we're going to go ahead and say, and also guys, I want to mention all the code is actually going to be available in the Papa GitHub repo, which is in the description. So make sure you go ahead and check that one out. Okay, if you want all the access to those codes. So you're going to grab the rest of your app and actually throw it up there like so. This is the first step. Now this is not a little bit more. You can see here it says undefined is not an object. It's starting to freak out already, right? This is because when you use React, you need something called a store. Now, sorry, when you use Redux, you need something called a store. Now, what Redux is, as well, so that's going to help us out again. What is happening? David Blumen just says, looking forward to Tailwind, interested to see what library you use. Make sure you take that water break. £20 don't the guys, I'm speechless. I have no idea what is happening today, but thank you so much.
A higher state achieved.
I'm gonna have sushi. I'm cool, man. I'm gonna have some sushi. That's insane, guys. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate that. That's huge. Right, and we just hit 900 likes. Wow, I'm just gonna keep the fire coming, guys. Damn. So we need a store, right? And this is basically how we set up that local layer. Right? So let's do this. Oh my it's all good, but I can't not shout you guys out. That's insane. I appreciate you so down. Right, so we're gonna go ahead and create a store right now, okay? So to create a store, what we need to do is go ahead and do store.js. Right, this is pretty much where our store or that data layer is going to live. Now, you're wondering, where the hell did you get this code from? Like I said, it's on the actual documentation for the website for Redux, and when you're looking through that stuff. So I'm just breaking it down to make it extremely simple for you today, okay? So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to copy in some of the configuration. Right, so you can go ahead, pause it, and actually copy this out. The first line is something we take from the Redux toolkit. The second line, inside of a folder, and it's called the slice. Now remember I talked about separate relations areas. Now we're going to have one primary that's going to be called the navigation slice. As you can imagine, this is where the user is going to store the navigation. What is the origin? Where is the destination? And and then we can basically pull that information wherever we need it inside of our app, right? Wherever component we're inside of, I can go ahead and pull it as necessary. So we're gonna have something called the nav slice, which is that area. And then what you do is you have something called a reducer. The reducer is basically just setting up the store, right? That global layer. And you basically connect it to your navigation slice. So don't worry if that doesn't make sense. I will explain it and we'll go through it in a second. So I'm gonna go ahead and create that navigation slice right now. Okay, so I'm gonna go and create a folder called slices. Once again, it looks like a graphic in there, but this is actually simply from the Redux. random nav slice, we're going to go ahead and import something called create slice. Okay. Now there is a very nice example from the Redux website. So if we go to tutorials overview or quick start, I think it is, they've got a really nice sort of, you see, this is where I got the initial code base from. And the second one is this is the one that you can pretty much copy. So it's called a counter slice. Right, and you can go ahead and grab
in small measures.
to get started, but I'm actually got this thing set up already, so I'm going to show you how we do it. Now, what we first need to do is define what the initial sort of state of the data layer should be. So we're going to have three primary pieces of information. We're going to have something called the origin, which, as you can imagine, this is like, where are you? No, yeah, where are you? I'm going to go to Germany.